Hello guys, today we are going to analyze the full code for bubble sort algorithm. Before starting, I will request you all to watch previous videos on bubble sort algorithm so that you guys can connect to me. Let's start. First of all, we are going to ask the user to enter the size of array. Secondly, we are going to ask user to enter the elements in the array that we will sort. Then, we are going to give our user choice. If user wants to sort array, user can type yes or 1, and user can type no or 2 to not sort the array or exit. Now, we will see how we can take the input from user to enter the size of array. Here, I am going to write this code in C language. First, we will start our writing code from main function, which will have nothing or void in return type. As we know that compiler always starts compiling the code from the main function. We will initialize variable n in the memory, which is RAM, so that we can store the user's input. To get this prompt, we will use the function named printf, which will show any string written inside it on our display. Now, to take the input from the user, we will use function named scanf. Here %d means that the user is going to enter data in integer form, and we will store that integer data at the address of variable n in memory. Here I have supposed the address of variable n in memory as 1001. In reality, this address is showed in hexadecimal number. Now, we will initialize an array named A of size n. There is also another method for the initialization of array, which is called dynamic memory allocation. In this method, we request heap to allocate us a block of contiguous memory, meaning that the continuous block of memory with a sequence of proper address for each element. This is our heap. There are random blocks of memory available. We will use a function named malloc so that heap can allocate us memory. Here, user can decide how much memory is needed. Suppose a user wanted size of array as 4, user can type size of, and then data type of the array, which is here integer in this case. Size of integer can vary from computer to computer. Here I have taken the size of one integer as a 2 bytes. This means that we can write one integer number in a binary form with total possibilities of 16,384 bits. And then, we will multiply the size of the array we want with the size of each integer element. Now, if we wanted to calculate the total memory allocated by heap, we can multiply the total number of elements present in the array by the size of each integer assigned by computer to the elements of the array. So, our total memory allocated by heap comes out to be total 8 bytes. Now we will initialize a pointer to an integer data type named I. We will assign the address of the first element of the array to it. Now, for inserting the elements in the array, we can use the for loop, starting from index 0 and going till the last index. Each time we will ask the user to enter element, and each time we will be storing the elements in the array at respective indexes. For asking choices from user, we can use the function named switch, which will take user's choice as an argument. And under this, we will make cases. If the choice entered matches with the case number, that respective case will execute. So, for choice 1, we will call the function named bubble sort, which will take address of the first element of the array and size of the array as an argument in it. If we entered our choice as 2, our code will exit and nothing will happen. From previous videos, we have enough knowledge about the bubble sort algorithm's code, so I hope you can write it at your own. Here, I will be discussing how the swapping code is executed. If the comparison between adjacent elements is true, the variable x will store the element of index I at that time. Here it is 0, so it will store the element 50 in it. Now, if this is true, we will assign the next element of the array to the previous index. If this is false, then we will assign the same element of same index to the present index, which is 0. And then we will assign the element that is x storing to the next index of the array. This way we can swap the element of the array. The return type of the bubble sort algorithm function will be nothing which is void, because we will traverse the array after algorithm here. We will not return anything from this function to main function. This is the code of traversing the array after algorithm. Now let's test this code. Here I will be using Online Compiler for C program rather than VS Code, because I have not yet set up the VS Code. We will enter the size of array as 5. Now the elements I'm going to enter are 50, 40, 30, 10, and 20. Now here, program is asking to whether sort out array or not. We will press 1 to sort our array. Here comes the sorted array. To look it better, we will leave a space here. Now again, we will run. Now let's see the execution of each pass. Here for size of array 5, the total number of passes executed will be 4. So, let's see the position of elements in array for pass 1. In pass 1, here we can verify that the largest element is at the last index, and in pass 2, the second largest element will be at the second last index, and so on. This was the writing and analyzing the code for bubble sort algorithm. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in comments. Next, we are going to analyze and try to write code for selection sort algorithm. Till then, keep grinding.